All right, now for planting. So, first thing, your pot size. You can do different sizes, but you want to get sort of a bigger pot. I mean, you are growing a bush. It's a small bush, but it's going to be a bush. So this is like, I think this is like 12 inches deep, 10 inches wide. But you can use, any material. This is like a cheap plastic one. I forgot to say in the first video that each bush yields between 2 and 3 rolls at a time. But the cool thing about toilet paper is that once you pluck it, once you harvest it, it's going to grow back. And so in a growing season, which is like May through August, it's going to keep growing about every 2 weeks after the first harvest. So we usually get about 16 rolls from one bush. So we've got 8 that we grow, and that gets us, for a family of 2, enough toilet paper for a year. So to kind of give you an idea of how much you might want, depending on how much toilet paper you need. Then once you've got your pot, up next is the dirt. Honestly, you can just get some dirt from the backyard, or you can buy some potting dirt. It's really not picky on the dirt, which is nice. Secondly, your seed. So you're just going to use the pit of a roll. And the only thing really that matters as far as this is what kind of toilet paper you want to grow. There's only 2 varieties of toilet paper. There's strong and soft, and you see that in the grocery stores where they sell it. People ask, one of the common questions that I get is, how do I grow? I love Charmin. How do I grow Charmin? And actually, both brands utilize the same seeds. It's just in method and how thick or how many plies or all those differences really in how they're growing it, not the seeds. So if you buy some soft toilet paper and you get the roll, this is going to grow soft toilet paper. Same for strong. So what you're going to do when you got your seed is you're going to want to carve out a spot. So you can have about like 1 inch to 1.5 inches of dirt on top of it, and you plant it. A lot of people, when they first start, they plant it vertically. It grows a little bit better, I found, when you plant it horizontally. And the reason why is when you put it in there, it's going to sort of create an air bubble if you plant it horizontally. And what that's going to allow is when the plant starts growing, it's got that little bit of oxygen trapped in there that's really going to be fuel for the plant to grow, whereas vertically it just all fills in with dirt. So you've got it, I'm trying not to get dirt on my floor, you've got it planted in there with about 1 inch of dirt on top, and then just 1 cup of water. This is like, not even half of a solo cup is about 1 cup of water, and just plant around, where you planted. And that's actually the only time you're really going to water it for the first harvest. Every time you pluck it and harvest it, you're going to re-water it. But again, you're not spritzing the plant, you're not watering it daily, you're just putting water in there the one time. This toilet paper, or these rolls, are going to soak up the moisture from the soil, they're going to soak up moisture from the air, and you don't want the toilet paper to get soggy, so you just water it the one time, and then it does its thing. And we've already done our first letter in the acronym for growing successful toilet paper. It's WIPE, W, water. All right. Then you're going to do I, introduce fertilizer, P, prune, and E, enjoy your toilet paper. So once you've watered it, then you can put some fertilizer on here. I don't have any on me, but I know a place that sells it really cheap. They have a whole dollar menu of fertilizer. Taco Bell. I really recommend getting the bean burrito. I found that works really well for this, but a number of their items, work well. You can also go to White Castle, get a slider or a Radley burger. Any of those things work. And one Taco Bell bean burrito is enough fertilizer for 2 bushes, by the way. So it's pretty cheap. You just set it on top, and you're going to wait about 2.5 weeks. You'll see the bush start to grow. You'll see some toilet paper start to grow. And in the next video, we're going to get to pruning and harvesting. So catch us back for that one.